Hey, good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is gonna be from two parts. In the first part is gonna be me removing the wheel, then I'm going to jack up the car, and I'm planning to replace the ball joints, which I got it from eBay. It was, I think, $180. Usually it's going for $200, but since it's an open box, it was much cheaper. Also, in the next video, I'm going to replace the bushings with some polyurethane ones. Also, I'm going to replace the sway bars because all of these components, what you see here, is pretty much done on the car. So I have to replace all of them. I already went to AutoZone to rent this tool. So this is what I'm going to use to remove the old ball joints. I still don't know how I'm going to remove and replace the bearings, the bushings, but I'm gonna figure it out. If no, I'm going to return this one to the AutoZone and try in a different store, because I already went to like 3 AutoZones and they don't have the kit for these to remove and press it back. So what I'm going to do when I'm done with the ball joints, I'm going to return the tool and trying to find a different store who has it. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to remove the wheel. I'm going to put the jack under it. I'm going to remove the lower control arm after that. I already got some WD-40 because probably it's rusted, even if it's a California car, probably rusted. So yeah, let's start it. Okay, now that the wheel is out of the way, what we are going to do is locate all the bolts that we have to undo. The first one is right here. This is the one further from the wheel. So what I'm going to do is just squirt some WD-40 on this one. There's another one right here. This is the one, this is the next, which is right behind the brake caliper. So this is the last bolt next to your oil filter and under the axle. So what I'm going to do now is just squirt some WD on all these 3 of them. Right there, that's the third one. And also don't forget to remove the sway bar link, which is this little bolt right there in the middle. So actually you need a 19mm for this one, 19mm the one on the lower back, and a 17mm right here in the caliper, and probably we're gonna need a 14mm right here. Yes, that's a 14mm. So 14, 19, and 17. That's all you need, and you need a lot of WD-40. If you live in South California or Florida or any other state that doesn't have snow, you're probably gonna have an easier way to take it out. But if you live in Minnesota or Alaska, let's say, you're probably gonna have to use a lot of WD-40 and maybe an impact wrench. What I'm going to use is just a breaker bar and a normal ratchet. One more thing before you're trying to replace the bushings and all the tie rods and everything, especially when you're removing the lower control arm, it's better if you're doing it before an oil change, because this sucker, it's right in the way to remove this bolt right here. It's hitting the oil filter, so I probably have to remove the oil filter, pulling it out real quick, putting it back together. Yeah, we'll see. Now that is out. As you can see, it's not an easy test to take it out, and it looks like everything is fucked up. Even the spherical bearing. I mean, still has maybe a couple 100 miles in it, but not a couple thousand. So I'm replacing that anyway. The next step is to pry up this plastic lip right there, and as you can see, there's a lock washer that we have to remove, and to remove that you're gonna need one of these pliers. I just picked it up from AutoZone. It was $20. You have multiple bits right there. So this is what I'm going to use after I pried it open. Once you manage to put the screwdriver under the flathead, you just have to work your way up. There you go. Okay, we're gonna use the small adapter. With this side of the ring. Okay. America's #1 detergent. You have to flip it over. It's got to be tied. And insert this. It's better if you keep it elevated, so the whole thing is gonna be flat with the surface. It's gonna be much easier to push it out. Now you're gonna need a 22mm size ratchet or wrench or whatever. And you just have to start turning it. this is what it looks like after I pushed it out from the bottom. As you guys can see, I managed to push it out the wrong way. I mean the wrong way by pushing these first out and then pushing these afterwards. What I had to do was pushing this whole thing out in one piece. But you live and learn, right? So either way, I managed to push it out. Now I'm going to sand it just a little bit on the bottom because the edge is really sharp on both control arms. And then I'm going to push the new one back in, these Whiteline ones. So I hope they're gonna last as much as the original ones. Since the car has over 200,000 miles, I guess the guy never changed it, so 200,000 miles with the stock ones, I think it's pretty incredible. I hope these gonna last at least, let's say, like 50,000 miles. Well, we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to sand it first, and then I'm going to install the new ones. Okay, this is fully on. I'm gonna wipe it off. This is grease. And this is the final product. I still have to do the same thing with this one. And then in the next video, I can show it to you how to replace the bearings. I mean all the bushings. This one and this one. So see you guys in the next video.